What's up guys, your boy Big Bro Dre and welcome to my channel. And in today's video we'll be talking about Warrant Officer Basic Course or WOBC. Alright, let's get to it. If this is your first time at my channel, my name is Big Bro Dre. I give military advice, I give stuff about life. I just give a lot of advice on a whole lot of stuff because I've been through a lot of things, alright? So it's the first time at my channel, welcome. If you are one of my loyal supporters, welcome back. And I appreciate your support and everything y'all doing for the channel. So I solicit emails so I can be more in depth with my supporters and my viewers. And a couple of y'all have been asking about Warrant Officer Basic Course. So I said, since 7 is my favorite number, when I get 7 emails about Warrant Officer Basic Course, I will do the video. And today is the day. So I got off of work today, got straight home, hooked up the camera, and decided I'll go ahead and knock this video out for you guys right now. Alright, so what is WOBC? W-O-B-C. Warrant Officer Basic Course. Warrant Officer Basic Course is a technical training program for newly appointed warrant officers who just graduated Warrant Officer Candidate School. It is specifically designed to technically and tactically certify a warrant officer for their specific job occupation or MOS specialty in the United States Army. All warrant officers must pass Warrant Officer Basic Course before they can continue being a warrant officer in the United States Army. Bottom line. Now, unlike Warrant Officer Candidate School, which is at Fort Rucker, Warrant Officer Basic Course is held at several different posts. So, for instance, if you're a pilot, it's definitely going to be at it's going to be at Fort Rucker. Okay. If your job is something in communications, it's going to be somewhere else like Fort Gordon, or i.e. if your job is like me, a 920 Alpha. If your job is as a quartermaster warrant officer, you'll be at Fort Lee. There's a lot of information about Warrant Officer Basic Course on Google. You can find some on YouTube as well. But I'll give you guys my personal experience because I know that's what you guys came here to hear. All right. So basically, you're going to go to wherever your technical school is, i.e. if you're a quartermaster, everybody knows you got to go to Fort Lee. If you're a communications person, everybody knows you got to go to Fort Gordon, right? Signal, it'll be Huachuca, what have you, right? So you're going to go to that specific duty station and you're going to be there for the time that you're there. It depends on your actual MOS specialty. So the more intricate MOSs require more time at their Warrant Officer Basic Course than others do. And at this time, you're going to be a Warrant Officer 1. So you're going to receive your training from a more experienced warrant officer in your technical field, like a CW2 promotable or a CW3. And even on some occasions, you're going to get that information from a CW4. So you're going to get the highest level of attention to your specialty that you can receive while you're going through this training. All right. Now, unlike walks, the specific training is dedicated to your specific MOS. So you won't be doing a whole lot of leadership stuff like you were doing in Warrant Officer Candidate School. You won't be doing a whole lot of marching. Your PT, you're gonna do it, but it's gonna be pretty minimal and not to the same effect that it was when you were in Warrant Officer Candidate School. All right. So look forward to a lot of studying because you're gonna take a lot of tests. I believe the first week we got there, I ended up taking a test the first week I was there. So when you get there, be prepared to study. All right. Also, make sure you maintain your physical fitness because, like I said, at this time you'll be a Warrant Officer 1. So nobody's gonna be trying to make you do PT. All right. You're gonna have to get out there and have the responsibility and the know-how to get it done on your own. So you gotta make sure you maintain your physical fitness. Another thing that you're gonna get the opportunity to do is start reaching out to your units that you're supposed to be going to and touching bases with that person that you're supposed to be replacing. Sometimes you're not going to replace anybody depending on where you're going, but a lot of times you will, and you want to go ahead and get a warm and fuzzy about how that unit is before you get there. So that's another thing you can do while you're at Warrant Officer Basic Course. Now, time is something that you're going to get back at Warrant Officer Basic Course, okay? Because your classes are going to designed to be to mirror kind of like what basic officer leadership courses are in BOLIC. So you're going to be doing like a school schedule like you're on a college campus. I went to the Army's Logistics University for my warrant officer basic course, and we were on a set schedule for time, but it was at our own. We did our own thing at our own time, and we went to class during the scheduled times that we were supposed to go. So when you get off of work, you don't go back to the barracks. You go back to your hotel room and you go do what you got to do. You do little projects and group stuff with whatever group you're in, but you're not on a tight time schedule, so you got to manage your time accordingly on your own. All right. Mentorship is something else that you get to do while you're in warrant officer candidate school. So while I was there, my class was given an opportunity to actually mentor a few of the second lieutenants that were in basic officer leadership course. Because you gotta understand, a lot of these young men and women are coming fresh out of the academy up at West Point, or they're coming fresh out of college from ROTC, and some of them are OCS, a little more advanced. They've been around for a while, but for the majority of them, they're coming from school, from the schoolhouse setting. So you're going to be their first look at a warrant officer. So a lot of times you don't want to put a bad taste in their mouth about warrant officers. So what the ALU did for us was they gave us an opportunity to meet with them kind of like in a social setting first, and then we were given an opportunity to give them some training about what we do at our specific jobs. So what that did was give them a little bit of different respect and a different look for us, because a lot of times you won't see warrant officers in your organization anyway, but you don't want the first interpretation you have of a warrant officer to be a bad one. So I appreciated the opportunity to be able to mentor these young men and women. In addition, we were also given an opportunity to mentor some of the ALC students, which are going to be about sergeant or staff sergeant rank. So they're more of a mid-level non-commissioned officer. So they're going to be the people that are going to be getting most of the work done in the Army and doing stuff. So you want to make sure you have a good relationship with those guys, and the ALU gave us a good opportunity to do that in WOBC. Now, I wouldn't be Big Bro Dre if I ain't come on here and talk about money. Alright, so in WOBC, you're going to get the opportunity to get some of your money back that you spent going to warrant officer candidate school. I'm probably going to make another video about how much money you're going to end up spending depending on what you need before you go. But if you didn't know, as a warrant officer or a commissioned officer, you no longer will receive what we call a clothing allowance, right? So non-commissioned officers and enlisted service members receive clothing allowance every month or every year. They receive a clothing allowance on their annual date that they join the Army. So officers don't get that. So if you've been getting that 10, 12 years and you switch to be a warrant officer, you're not going to get that anymore. But one thing that the Army does do is they provide you with a $600 stipend, which counts as a clothing allowance, but that'll be the last one you get. And that's pretty much just to kind of compensate you for the amount of money you might have spent getting prepared for warrant officer candidate school. So that's a good thing. I always try to include money in my video, so that's my money tip for the day. And last but not least, you're gonna get some time to get your actual life back. Okay, your family can come visit. You can go see the sites. Like I was up in Fort Lee, so I was able to go to DC a couple times and see some of my family up there. You're gonna get a chance to actually to be free again from warrant officer candidate school and dealing with all of that stuff there. And you're gonna actually get a chance to actually enjoy your life as a new warrant officer and kind of get to feel how things are. You're gonna get used to saluting people back a lot, because as a warrant officer you pretty much gotta salute everybody. So you're gonna get a chance to kind of see how things are a bit different for you and how people treat you just based on you being a warrant officer now. It's different. I hate to admit it, but a lot of times a lot of different doors open for you when you pin on this ring. Also with that comes different responsibilities and more responsibilities, but different doors are going to open for you because of the perception of your technical and tactical expertise. So what I would say is in that when you're at warrant officer basic course, enjoy yourself. All right, you're going to get a chance to spend some time with some of the new lieutenants, make a good impression on them. You're going to get some time to spend some time with some of your battle buddies that are in class with you, some fellow warrant officers. You want to make sure you get a relationship with them, because throughout your time being a warrant officer at your actual unit, they're going to be assets. They're going to help you a lot. So like I called my friend Hans the other day, asked him a supply property book question. He was able to hook me up right away. And those are the type of relationships you want to build and you want to build on while you're on Warrant Officer Basic course. So take the time to network. A lot of those people that are teaching you in your school are also going to be assets. A lot of your instructors, a lot of the people you run into. And you got to understand as well that wherever you go to Warrant Officer Basic course is usually going to be the hub for your MOS. So you're going to run into officers and NCOs and enlisted service members that do pretty much the same thing you do. You do it on a different scale as a warrant officer, but you guys are intertwined. So you're going to run into the Army, the senior leaders course. You're going to see some middle management courses. You're going to see a lot of different people that are in your specific MOS that if you build a relationship with them, you can expand your network. So that's another thing that you should look out for when you're a Warrant Officer Basic course. And don't forget, have fun, okay? Because it's not hard or difficult, but it is challenging. I actually graduated from Warrant Officer Basic course as an honor graduate, and it wasn't tough to do. You know, pretty much did well on PT, got 100% on every test, and just be where you're supposed to be. That's pretty much it, and you pretty much get a honor grade. I think it's secluded to 20% of your class, so that's one thing. But if you do what you're supposed to do, it's not that tough. So make sure you enjoy yourself, make sure you build your network, and make sure you learn something from your time at Warrant Officer Basic course. As always, thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate you guys' support. It means so much to me. If you got any questions or any concerns, just make sure you email me at justdrejr@gmail.com. I'll put it at the top of the screen right now. And make sure you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright? I really appreciate the support. I'll see y'all in the next video.